Please.
Hello, good morning, everybody. I am Dr. Sweetie Regina Mary from the Department of Commerce, SHIP 2, Petrosian College of Arts and Science. I heartily welcome you all for this FDP on examination in wake of COVID-19 organized by our department. During this lockdown, I'm sure almost all institutions are a little confused and more concerned on how things are going to turn after the COVID-19 wave gets over. Well, we decide to help the faculty be equipped with ideas and help them get these questions on the situation be clarified with an expert. And that's when we arrange this session. On that note, I would like to introduce you Mr. Yogesh Pawar, our speaker for this day. And thank you for accepting to do this session, sir. I hope everyone will get benefited. Now over to Mr. Yogesh Pawar, Director. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Sweetie, and I'm very thankful to the Petrosian College of Arts and Science, Chennai, for giving me this opportunity to speak on this topic.
Hello everyone, and welcome to today's session in which we are going to discuss in brief about COVID-19 and its impact on education domain. I am Yogesh Pawar, a social engineer at heart. Continuous improvement, business excellence and performance improvement is my passion. I am a member of Quality Accreditation Board. I am involved with various quality driving tasks at industrial level as a mentor, consultant, certification guide, assessor, auditor and coach. I started my journey into education domain for integrating technologies and institutional processes. Since last 10 years, I am serving in education sector as a founder member of Digital Edu. Currently, I am heading operations. Due to this, I get a chance to meet educators, educationists, pan-India for understanding their problems. That brings me here to help you in dealing with this current uncertain stage that we are stuck at. Let's have a quick look at the agenda points. In past few months, coronavirus has affected the entire globe and forced us to change the way we normally carry out our operations in day-to-day life. Due to lockdown, we have witnessed educational disruptions at a very large scale, which was never happened in human history. End of academic year 2019-20 is affected badly due to lockdown. Examinations are stalled. Educationists are worried about uncertainties of the academic year. Late exams and results will also delay in admissions, which will eventually affect the career of the students. Plus, financial health of educational institute is getting stressed too. On 29th April, UGC has released guidelines for universities and colleges regarding exams. Let's understand the key aspects. Innovative and efficient alternative to regular exam has been allowed. The goal is to save time and protect health and safety of all stakeholders. Even duration has been relaxed. Online and offline means can be considered. Let's check and evaluate possible options for conducting exams. Firstly, let's review the conventional option, classroom exams. We all are very used to this option. It is a lengthy affair and needs lot of physical efforts. Logistics for execution makes it a risky proposition. Social distancing will make it even more time consuming. That's why it's a big no-no option in current scenario. Conducting exams by sending question papers via email or Dropbox sounds easy. But in real sense, if one wants to make it fair for all, then it is truly becomes a very daunting task. Generating different question paper sets in itself is so tough. Controlling the time duration allotted for writing an exam is quite difficult. Sanity of process can be questioned by stakeholders. Check over the plagiarism and cheating is next to impossible given the volume of our exam takers. Considering all these scenarios, online exam emerges as a hero, not only because it saves time and efforts, but also it is more safer. It is known concept for all. It has various benefits like fast, safe, economic, and comparatively it is effortless. Organic nature makes it even more attractive and less bothering over repeat cycles. But organizations have to be smart in choosing their technology solutions. In the interest of educational establishment and process owners, an ideal online software shall cover following points. As we all know, mobile is a portable computer. Students will be able to pick any smartphone and should be able to give exam from safe zone. India has made lot of progress on mobile connectivity in past couple of years. Poor to moderate quality internet is available almost for all or even better. But we all knows it's not continuous and gives up only when you need it the most, right? Exam software must succeed in all these scenarios. This is the one and only one key important requirement. Rest all is second. I cannot emphasize how important this one aspect is, but questions shall be asked randomly. No one shall able to predict next question. Even the answer shall be shuffled for multiple choice questions. For fairness of evaluation of knowledge gain, questions shall be asked based on weightage of the topics in the syllabus. Also, it shall appear based on the difficulty levels of the questions. Smart proctoring shall be enabled to ensure identity of examinee. Domain intelligence and awareness of developer shall be given importance as they can really put up simple technical solutions for complex looking problems. Practical approach is very important key to success for mass execution. Digital Edu offers all these goodies plus has many more value-added features worth considering. Digital Edu has taken proactive lead in promoting EFH for ensuring health and safety of all stakeholders of exams. EFH means exam from home and also evaluations from home. Support and handholding for quick start makes Digital Edu solutions is an attractive combination. We support subjective as well as objective questions. Moderation and rechecking tools are very useful for gaining human confidence. Above all, it's a proven in-use solution. It's ready for mass deployment too. We are currently offering mock test for teachers and students across India so that they can get confidence and be comfortable with the idea and the concept. We are committed to help you in all possible manners so that you can evaluate usefulness, sustainability, adaptability of our solution in your environment. We are open for ideas and solutions. We are a customer first company. Digital Edu's mission is to enable world-class management standards at all educational establishments in India through technology. We strongly understand the concept of Eastern Economic Edition. We truly want to facilitate the journey of masses into classes via education. We are currently working with 125 institutes. We have developed a technology platform to cover all needs of any educational establishment. Automation of daily chores is our specialty. This is our chance to join the force of Corona warriors. Mass scale issue is going to start only after the lockdown is resolved. We would need to provide and adopt to the means and mode where students would get safer options. Many subject matter experts are predicting that semester 1 of 2020 will be very crucial and would be full of uncertainties. We as educators, educationists, edumentors have to rise up and realize that along with online exams, we would need online admissions, online lessons, and many such facilities on daily basis.
Uh, let's have a look at the live system which we have been offering to the students for attending exams from their mobile phone. The current view which you are getting is a student login from his or her mobile phone. You can start. The student will get a secured login option, and as soon as the student gets login to the mobile phone for attending the exam, the camera will capture his or her picture. This is the panel where student will able to see the exams scheduled for him. In this view, the student is able to see the complete question paper pattern set for a particular subject. There are also instructions for the students for attending this exam. Students can attend various different sections defined by the subject teacher. This is the MCQ type of question, the section in which MCQ type of questions have been asked. Whenever students log into the system, on upper left corner, the video of the student will get appear, and the photographs, live photographs of the student will be transferred to the smart proctor. This is how student can one by one attend all the questions, and if you want to jump to any question in other than a normal sequence, he can use these options. Here student also gets the status of each question he has attended with a color code. In all, we want to make it comfortable for the student to attend the exam from his or her mobile phone. This is a typical type of question where there is a diagram which is inserted, image which is inserted in the question. Similarly, you can insert images in the answers. Especially for science stream, engineering, pharmacy, there could be some complex formulas which needs to be inserted in the question or answer. The section 1 is completed. Student is now attending section 2. Here student can type the answer in the mobile text box. But as we are all are aware that typing in the mobile text window, it's very tough. That's why we are giving option of phonetic typing for the students. That is the second option. We also have a third option, which makes this tool more practical. By clicking the upload button, student can upload the image of the handwritten answer or handwritten diagram as an attachment to this answer. This makes this tool more practical considering the multilingual support or multilingual requirements which are there across the country. Normally in this text box, you can able to type with the English language only. But since students are writing answer on a piece of paper and taking photograph of it, just like you are uploading photographs on WhatsApp. So in a similar fashion, whenever student is clicking the photograph and by clicking the upload button, his back camera, mobile back camera will get automatically on, and student can take a picture, crop it and upload it as an answer to the question. This is very important feature in today's scenario. Attachment of image has been uploaded in the system. Whenever student is attending the exam, the timer keeps him reminding that how many time is left, which is appearing in the header. These are the some typical type of questions which may appear here, like the chemical formulas or mathematical formulas. So we have given a special type of editors where you can type such formulas in the questions while creating the questions. Let me quickly finish this section so that I can show you the summary of the exam and the questions attended by the students. This is a view which is available for the student after finishing his exam, and it gives a graphical representation to the student from which section, how many questions he has attended, how many questions was compulsory. If student wants, he can go back and answer few remaining questions if he or she wishes. Once student finishes the exam, he will be directed to the dashboard, and on his mobile phone he will able to see the summary that exam has been completed successfully. So by making use of the mobile phone, students can easily attend the exam. While giving exam, if their internet connectivity is intermittent, in that case the system will not get discontinued. Student will still able to continue the exam even in bad or poor internet connectivity. If student accidentally gets log off from the system, in that case he can rejoin the session and he will not lose anything, because whenever he is attending the question, whenever he is moving to the next, every time the last answer is saved locally as well as at server. We have taken care of the IT infrastructure, internet infrastructure available in the India and the challenges which may face by the student. These things are taken care well in designing the system. Let's take a look at the view of examiner or the person who is designing the question paper and setting up the exam for the student. These are the These will be different options available for the exam committee for setting up the exam, and these roles will be played by different entities within the college. We follow a role-based controlled access. For example, creating timetable or managing exam timetable can be given to only one person in the institute or can be shared with 2 or 3 key people from the exam committee. Setting question paper pattern can be given to senior authorities if they wish to do so. And only those people will able to access these options who has authority, who has permissions to do this task in the system. Let's take a look at the creating timetable. On upper right corner, you see a button, create timetable. The subjects are already defined in the subject manager, and that's why those are appearing here as a drop-down option. You can define start and end time of the exam in which student can log into the system. Duration in minutes is a time which you will be allotting to the student for attending the exam. Once student logins to the system, he will have to finish the exam in the defined time frame. That is duration in minute. As per UGC guideline, the exams can be conducted in 120 minutes since the duration is relaxed by UGC. Invigilator verification is an option under smart proctoring where digital verification process has been introduced by Digital Edu. For each subject, the student will get different OTP just before the exam. That's the first option. Second option is the identity of student, which is captured at the time of login by the student, will be authenticated by the remote proctor who is managing this exam, who is supervising this exam from home. You can set number of attempts as many you want. Normally, it is one attempt. This is the scheduling of the student where you can schedule exam for the regular student as well as the failed students of past semester or past year. From the list, you can pick up the name of the student to whom you want to schedule a particular subject exam. Once it is scheduled, it will start appearing in the mobile app of the student, and student will only able to attend this exam during the stipulated time frame. Let's have a look at the question paper pattern generation. Question paper pattern is a very important aspect which we have considered because the question paper pattern varies from subject to subject and from college to college, university to university. Here we have given a complete flexibility for the exam committee to set the question paper pattern. In this current view, you can able to see that I have created 3 sections in for the subject accountancy and finance exam for SYBMM. So these 3 sections are appearing over here along with the custom instruction for each section. The beauty of the system is for every section, you can define the total number of questions to be asked or will be displayed and the compulsory questions. Currently, I have attached only one question bank for one section, but if you wish, you can attach multiple question banks for one section. Let's take an example. Short answer question section, which is section number 2. There are total 6 questions to be asked. If I want to set up question paper in such a fashion that from unit 1 I want to ask 3 questions and from unit 2 I want to ask next 3 questions, in that case I can upload 2 different question banks and I can instruct the system that from each question bank the 3 questions should appear for the student. Same can be done for the number of chapters of the subject. Same, and that helps institute for ensuring the POCO, which is program outcome and course outcome evaluation. There are few institutes who are using this feature wisely and they are uploading question bank based on the hardness level in a particular section. For an example, 30% questions will be simple in a particular section, 30% will be the little challenging, 30 to 40%, and remaining 30 to 40% will be harder question. So this is the flexibility institute exam committee get while they are setting their question paper pattern for every subject. In an institute, every subject can have a different question paper pattern. There can be few subjects where you may not able to conduct exam only based on MCQs. So you can set the sections naming short answers and long answers. In very long answers, you can consider the questions where the answers are given in multiple pages. 3 or 4 pages, 3 or 4 attachment of can be uploaded to one answer when the student is attending these questions. Let's have a quick look at uploading question banks. Uploading question bank is a very easy affair. In a simple Excel format, you can upload the question banks. This question bank can be created locally or in most of the cases, it would be available with the faculty members. Question banks can be uploaded for MCQs in CSV format or even for the short answer questions. You can also set the permission for approving the question banks uploaded by the fellow team members. We are also giving facility for editing questions which have been uploaded with the help of the Excel sheet. Let's take an example. If you are creating a question with an image, so in normal text editor you can type the question as well as you can insert image as a copy paste, or you can insert it through a link of the image. Here I have inserted a image of image of benzene. The upper view is for the teacher. This view is for the teacher, and the next view is for the student, where you can make the changes in the image, resize the image so that it will be properly visible in student login. These are the some features which makes it the exam from home really an awesome tool for the faculties in current lockdown situation. Let's have a question and answer from the various participants. If you have any question, you can raise your hand. There is an option in your login where you can, and I will allow one by one for asking your question. So, Miss Nanthini, do you have any question? Please unmute your mouth. Please unmute your mic. I'm not able to hear you. Miss Jayashree? Yeah, Miss Nandini, you want to ask something? You're allowed now to ask question. Hello? Am I audible? Hello? Yeah, Mr. Jaikumar?
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for a very informative presentation about the software for conducting the examination.
Yeah.
I'd like to know about the process for post-examination, like evaluation and marking, grading.
Okay. The
The system
evaluation
part.
process, for the evaluation process, teachers will get similar view in their login. Teachers will able to evaluate the answers given by the student from their mobile phone. Teachers, the faculties will able to give marks for specific questions in the similar fashion. The mark entry will be very simple, just like you are entering the amounts while making Paytm payments. System takes care of the automatic totaling, and it also prevents the errors which might be generated by various different reasons. If somebody accidentally misses any question, then system will prompt for it. At the end, the system will also generate a consolidated report for every subject, for every student. And ultimate aim is to generate e-mark sheets from this system, and that feature is ready for use at our end. Yes, Mr. Jaikumar.
Is there any possibility that the student may proxy the exam? Is there any check to avoid this?
To avoid proxy, what we have done is we are offering a smart proctoring option where every time, like after certain duration, the photograph of the student will be captured from his mobile phone. Student has to allow the camera when he is answering the question from his mobile. So the remote proctor can view the picture of the student who is attending the exam, and by this way we can make it difficult. In current scenario, we cannot avoid it, But yes, we have tried to a level where we can make it difficult for the student.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your clarification.
Yes, welcome, most welcome. Yeah. Anyone else who would like to ask anything?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, Yasmin ji.
Yes, sir. I would like to know what is the system configuration or the necessity to incorporate this type of digital edu systems in the colleges for the entire college, or if
Uh,
it is department.
okay, the system is designed to run on cloud. So you can use this system from any internet connected device. It can be a mobile phone, it can be a tablet, it can be a laptop, or it can be a desktop. Okay, in normal circumstances, if you are able to do a normal video call, WhatsApp video call from your mobile phone, then that kind of hardware is suitable for running digital idiot system. So there is
Okay,
no
sir.
special requirement of
Okay,
internet
sir.
hardware, computer hardware. Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's my pleasure.
Hello.
Hello, yeah, please.
Yeah, hi, this is Divya on the line.
Yeah.
I just have a clarification on the evaluation process. So, is there any option for automatic evaluation, say, like for multiple choice questions like that?
Yeah, for multiple choice questions, the evaluation will be done by the system. So it's automatic.
Okay.
Yeah, only the short answer and long answer questions has to be evaluated manually. And for that, we have given option of evaluation from the mobile phone so that teachers, faculties can do it from home in the current lockdown scenario. There are many institutes with whom we have partnered for this solution, and we are giving them this solution as a practice tool, and they are conducting mock test for their colleges to generate confidence amongst the faculties as well as the students. So even if you want, we can run a small quiz for your institute from this system.
Okay. So, we can assign the role as the evaluator, right?
Yes, you can assign the role as an evaluator. So you will able to use the complete system during this mock trial.
The double evaluation system is also available?
Yes, moderation and rechecking.
Okay.
So you are asking about moderation, but yes, rechecking will also be an equally important tool. In normal circumstances, student may apply for rechecking of his answer sheets. And when these answer sheets will be checked, the system will keep track of who has checked, who has moderated, and who has the rechecked the answer sheets, and the marks and the everything will be maintained at the back end in the system.
Okay, that's nice. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Divyaji. Yes, Shrisha. Hello, I request Dr. Sweetie to.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Dr. Sweetie, I hope all the questions has been answered for the participants, and
Okay.
I would like to request all participants to connect with us in case they have any personal queries, and give us opportunity to partner with you so that these systems can be implemented as a mock or as a trial in your institute.
Okay, sure.
Yeah,
Okay, sir.
please,
Sure, sir.
now it's over to you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. On behalf of Petrosian College of Arts and Science and Department of Commerce, Shift 2, I thank all who have taken time to attend this online FDP. We are happy to inform you that we have received more than 2000 plus respondents. We hope that you found the FDP to be very informative and worthwhile. Our primary goal of this program was to give solutions in line with UGC guidelines published on 29th April 2020 to the faculty and educational institutions as they face many challenges during this period. For that, I thank our guest, Mr. Yokesh Pawar, Director, Digital Educational IT Solution Private Limited, who has given us a more detailed information on it and for clarifying our doubts. And I thank Ms. Priyanka for helping out in organizing this program. And I thank this time to our Director and Secretary, Reverend Brother Dr. Johnson Rex Dhanapal, our Academic Director, Dr. Fatima Vasan, and our Principal, Dr. Usha Jaj, and our Vice Principal, Dr. Geeta Rufus, for trusting us and supporting us in all the possible ways to conduct this program. And I thank my department faculty, Professor
Hello
Kamala
everyone, and
for help out in organizing this successful event. And I thank Professor Jhansi Rani and Janathan for their support. And also sincerely extend my thanks to my friends from other departments, Professor Naveen, Professor Nagarjun, Professor Krishna, Professor Deepika for their strong motivation and words of encouragement. And once again, I thank all the participants and have been your enthusiastic participation. We are planning to conduct more webinar and FDP program that will be of more use to all of you. You will receive the invite shortly. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.
Thank you, participants, and have a very nice day. Stay home, stay safe, and take care of your loved ones. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.